If you're looking for quality goods at reasonable prices, head on down to the Trade Bunker, the Commonwealth's first convenience store chain in over 200 years. Established by the Bunker Hill Caravan traders, the Trade Bunker brings the best weapons, armor, and general goods from around the Commonwealth to one convenient location. Come celebrate the grand opening of our flagship store located at County Crossing, and be sure to keep an eye out because we're expanding rapidly and coming to a settlement near you. Hey there, Wasteland people, it's Slamwise. I'm here with my girl Katya, and we are outside the Trade Bunker at County Crossing, which is my new chain of trade outposts. So I'm making a chain of trade outposts for all of my settlements in the Commonwealth. It's not going to be anything too super elaborate. I mean, this one kind of is, but, you know, I think most of them are going to be kind of little small, little areas and stuff. But I wanted to, from like a lure standpoint, create a chain of businesses that would be at every settlement to kind of tie them all together. And then B, this is actually built out of the trade caravan tent. So, yeah, what I wanted to do was build something that was a little bit more elaborate with my trade caravan tents. I like putting in things like, chairs and like tables and stuff like that to make it look like there's a little area for them to sit and stuff. And like I like the way that the mercenaries and the traders and stuff will sit on chairs and stuff. But it just didn't seem like enough, and I wanted to see like what more you could do. So I went to Reddit and I asked people in the Fallout Settlements Reddit, what they've done and things like that. And I got a lot of really great ideas, and I decided to make something that was kind of open air, but a little bit more closed off. Something that's a little bit, it's part junk shop, part, trade shop, like caravan trading shop, and also kind of like a truck stop or something for the caravan traders, like a rest stop for them to rest up in and, get their energy back before they hit the road again. So yeah, let's get a look at the Trade Bunker, the flagship store, I guess you could say, because this is the first one that I built. I will be having them in other ones. I might go back to the ones that I've already built, the settlements I've already showed you guys, and build new trade bunkers and stuff. So there might be some future videos with some of them. I'm not always going to make them this elaborate, but for now, this is just kind of like an idea, like the flagship store, really. It's the idea of like what these can be. So, yeah, I came here right before the traders showed up, so thank God the Brahmins stayed on the outside of this thing. But they usually do kind of behave really nicely in here. I thought, okay, I'm going to build this all up, and the Brahmin's just going to be like stuck on the roof all the time. But for whatever reason, it usually just chills out. I left a good area for it, like a good clearance for it inside there too. So sometimes it's chilling on the inside of the shop, but it's just chilling. So, knock on wood. I mean, as long as I can do it for this video, I'm happy. So yeah, this is the entrance to the Trade Bunker. And as you can see, there's actually a general goods trader here. That's because I wanted this to be like a surplus outlet for the Bunker Hill traders. So they'll kind of leave behind any junk that they couldn't sell on consignment or anything, and then the general goods trader will sell them for them, or like the general goods trader will buy up a bunch of goods from the people in the settlement, and then will be able to sell them or give them to the traders to take with them to other settlements to do trading and stuff. So I wanted it to have a very like open air feeling, with enough enclosure to give it some sort of structure and some sort of feeling of an actual store. So let's look at the first part, which is kind of the most important part, which is where the traders hang out. Now this is where the trade tent is. I kind of built this first and then built everything else around it. I don't know if you can actually put this inside of the building. I'm pretty sure, I'm sure you could if you had enough room for the Brahmin to get in, but I haven't really risked that yet. And I kind of like the way that it is better, just a little bit more of a wastelandy feel. So this is where they hang out, and as you can see, Cricket is here right now with her, brood of mercenaries. I have all this junk kind of just laid out over here. I figure this is just some extra surplus stuff. This is stuff that's on sale, you can buy, or it's just stuff that the traders have left behind. But yeah, it's part decorative, part just, storage, I guess, just like junk everywhere. Over here, this is also where sometimes the Brahmin will lay, so I put the little like carpets down and stuff, and then I put this little shovel here because it's like where they're shoveling the shit. So, yeah, over here is another little seating area for the traders to hang out in. Some storage for all their goods and things like that, things they're not taking with them or things that they brought with them. And then over here, I've got a bunch of the different, yes, you can see he's using it. I've got a lot of the workstations set up. I wanted to have workstations for all of the different traders that would come in. So we've got a chemical station for the doc, who I haven't seen in my wasteland in a hot minute, and I think he might be dead. I don't know. I haven't looked for him, but he hasn't come to my wasteland. Like, yeah, since I've been building this, I haven't seen him. He's the only one who doesn't come here yet. So I don't know. We'll hopefully he's still alive. I don't really give a shit though. He's like my least favorite. So yeah, and then I've got armor workbenches set up and weapons workbenches set up for Cricket for the weapons, and then Lucas Miller for my armor and stuff. But they all use it. They all make good use of this stuff. And then I've got a cooking stove over here, so they can kind of make their meals and eat before they head back out on the road. See, Cricket's gonna cut up some meat right now for us, so that's cool. That they're using this stuff. Little pop machine for them. I say pop, I'm from Michigan. Soda machine, Vin. And yeah, so then let's show one of the things I wanted to do with this too was make it sort of like a rest stop for the caravan people. So if they decide they don't want to leave for the night or hit the road again, they can stay here. They don't, obviously, because that's not the way they're programmed, but from a role-playing perspective, that's what's happening. So yeah, here is the junk shop, and then the junk shop kind of goes into the other area, which I'll show you in a second. But there's just, junk everywhere, because it's a junk shop. That's what you got. And then over here is like a little back room area. Here's a, just a bathtub full of extra junk. And then, a back room area with the safe and just storage and things like that, extra things that they should be selling. This is like a box car that I built into this structure already. So over here is the employees only section, and this is what I was saying. This is kind of like how it becomes a rest stop. I've got some sleeping bags and mattresses on the ground for the trade people and their caravan workers to, if they need to spend the night, basically. It's just like a little rest area for them. Here's some lockers for them to keep their clothing in and stuff. And then over here, we've got a little cooking area, a little, campfire, little seating hangout area, so they can have a meal and stuff if they're going to be spending the night, or have breakfast or whatever. I know that I already have the cooking section over on the other side, but there was a campfire here that you can't get rid of. I actually deleted it because I've got a mod that allows me to delete extra stuff, but the fire, the flame effect was still there, and I couldn't think of I eventually probably will think of a more creative use for it, but it was right up against where I was already building, and so I just put this campfire stove over it and just said screw it, and so that's what's going on here. So then you can see from the outside, I do have a guard station here. The guards do patrol. I've got them set up so they each cover 3, so sometimes the guard will be out here. But yeah, I really like this too because this is the absolute edge right here, basically, of the build space. But for whatever reason, it allowed me to put these hanging out into it, and even these tents too, which I really love because my goal for my county crossing is I don't want to wall it off. I want it to be very open because it is such a kind of nexus of this area. I feel like I'm always coming across county crossing when I'm going from one place to the other. It truly is a county crossing. So yeah, we got turrets up here, Minutemen flags. This is the Minutemen outpost. And then yeah, and this is the view from the road if you're coming from this side. So yeah, I mean it's not much from this side because I couldn't put anything. I guess I could, and maybe I will before I show you the full settlement. I'll probably take this all apart, put it somewhere else so that I can build on the outside of these walls and then stick it all back out here so that there's decorations and signs and stuff. Because this is very plain. If you see my other stuff, this is too plain for me. Over here is where things get a little more interesting with these arrow signs, which I love. This is like my favorite thing of this whole build is these stupid arrow signs. So yeah, that's really about it. That's, you know, it's a very small little trade outpost, trade bunker, but I wanted to show you guys just to kind of give you some ideas of what you can do with these caravan trade tents. They don't have to just be stuck by themselves with a Brahmin sitting inside the tent glitching out all the time. They can be little hangout areas for the traders and make it feel like this is an actual, you know, little town. My favorite thing to do, it's not gonna happen right now, but my favorite thing to do is to have a trader sitting in a chair and then sit down to the chair next to them and just like conduct business that way. It just feels so like mafia-esque. I don't know, like, oh, what do you need? You know? So yeah, that's my video. I hope you guys liked it. And if you did, then please like it, you know, give me the thumbs up like, and please subscribe because I've got a lot more videos coming my way. I'm definitely going to want to show you guys what I'm doing at County Crossing in a future settlement story video, because the story that's here is really fun. It involves a lot of dogs and a lot of Minutemen, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Stop glitching your damn hand through your hat. You're not Kitty Pryde. Okay, alright, I'll see you guys later, and until then, don't eye the Brahmin if you know what's good for you.